I was just scrolling down my phone, scrolling through my messages, and then I saw one message that caught my attention. And the message says, it's from Uche Aka Olisa. It says, Father Kevin Ugu, please, Padre, I saw this video that has been going around as part of Pope Francis's funeral. Francis's funeral rites of hooded men wearing winches hats during a procession. Please, can you educate us on this? And then I saw the link. Then I clicked on the link, and guess what I saw? Boom! I saw one Eagle Eye report, blah, 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 blah. And it says something like, when I told my friends that they know nothing about the Catholic Church, which they are members, they argued intensely. Now, them don't turn this matter to confirm matter. Make Pope come enter heaven, make I see. Okay, more will be unveiled soon, according to the post. Okay, that's fine. So I just say, okay, let me take a moment and watch the video. And then I open the link for the video. And this is what I saw. See the procession, with this their long hood. Oh man, this is scary. Yes. And then with a light, a belt, stockings, with one embroidered hand glove, white hand glove, long hood. Man. Okay, what did I say? Okay, and then even those wearing red. Okay, enough of this. You guys are really very scared. Now they fear. Now they fear too much. So let me just look through some comments that I read, because I went through some comments to see what people were saying. And this is what I saw when I went through the comments. Somebody sent this one. He said, the Pope is burning in hell already. How I wish people's eyes can be open to this. This one. Another one, okay, for Tony. He says, the end time is rapidly unfolding before the world, and man is taking this event as normal. Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to read all that things that he was saying. Then I tried to also look through the comment, and I saw some Catholics who were trying their best to defend the Catholic faith. And they said something like, this is not the Catholic Church. Over the centuries, people have been using these and many other things to try to bring down the integrity and prestige of the Catholic Church. The true body, blah, blah, blah. That is okay. The second one, Ewerike Peter Ifeanyi. He says, this is not the Catholic Church. Please, even with all manners of blackmail, the Church of God must still prevail. I'm sorry to disappoint some people. This is actually the Catholic Church. They are Catholic. So, you guys mean to tell me that you have not heard of Semana Santa? And Semana Santa is actually something very popular. It's a festival. It's a cultural festival or religious festival that a lot of people pay to go to Spain to experience. Semana Santa is a Spanish word which literally means Week of Saints. And so it is within that Holy Week that is being celebrated. So when you hear Semana Santa, it is another way of saying Holy Weeks. So Holy Week is that period that begins from Palm Sunday all through to Good Friday and also the Easter Sunday. And so there is an elaborate celebration, especially in Spain, in Portugal, in Mexico, Latin America. And in this celebration, they have this flamboyant way of dressing. Semana Santa is one of the major festivals in Portugal, in Mexico, in Latin America. It is a festival that is well attended by millions of people. They gather within the Holy Week period. It's a religious festival, or you could say a religious moment where people pray and more or less like exhibit and carry out every of those things that Jesus went through from Palm Sunday to when he died and rose. It is considered the major annual celebration in Spain, in Portugal, and most Latin American countries. In fact, Mexico City alone, you will see thousands of people counting into millions. Tourists, they flood in there just to witness the ceremony. It is a procession during the Holy Week meant to reenact a different episode of the Passion and Resurrection of Christ. That is why they carry what is known as pasos. You see those things they carry, it's a religious flute. And each of these paso carried on the shoulder of the participant, each of them can weigh over 1,000 kilograms. So, and that's why it takes about 40 to 50 men. And this 40 to 50 men that carries it, they call them Nazarenos. One of the key things that caught many people's attention to this video is the dressing. You see people dressed in long robes and with a pointed hood. That pointed hood is what is known as the capirote. I mean, this is just a basic knowledge. It symbolizes mourning and repentance. That is what that long pointed hood is about. It symbolizes mourning and repentance. Yeah, I know that is not what you carry in your mind. You have your own meaning, but kill your own meaning, because that is how an owl symbolizes demon for many of you. The use of the capirote dates far back in the 14th century. I don't know how many of you may have heard of the flagellants. So, flagellation is a word from Latin, flagellare. The meaning is to whip, or to flog, or you can say to koboko. So the flagellants, they are actually the practitioner of a form of mortification. The mortification of the flesh, by whipping their skin with the various instruments of penance. So they try to whip their skin, whip their body. Mortification, something that some of you more or less call maintaining grace. Okay, seriously. So the practice became very popular. That was in 1260, when one very pious and holy man, Raniero Fasani, made it popular. He started scourging himself in public, and then started preaching repentance and penance and the need to actually focus more on the spirit than just on the flesh. He got a lot of followers, and that is it. And they will always wear this hood covering their face. And the essence is because they want to focus more in their inside. They don't want people to see, oh, I am the one that is trying to be so repentant or so. They just want it to be that it is me and my God alone. So that is how this whole tradition of this hood came about, with this long pointed one and even a mask that will cover your face. Sometimes when we sit in the comfort of our room, we may not understand other culture. We may not understand other people and the reason why they do things. Look at crowd of people. They all gathered here just to witness this. And as I told you, what they are carrying sometimes weigh more than 1,000 kilograms. And it is a depiction, usually, of many of the sin of Jesus Christ. Like as you see here, is a depiction of a sin of the Last Supper. That is what they are carrying. And this is not just something very light, very heavy. And it's just a way of portraying this whole idea of the Holy Week. You may not like their dressing. It's scary, no doubt. Sometimes, if you don't know the details, the lighting they carry is more like betrayal of Jesus. You may not like some of all those things, but the point still remains that you don't need to just stand up and say it is Pope Francis's burial funeral. It shows you are ignorant. It shows you are just naughty. It doesn't show somebody who is serious.